Well, good evening. Welcome to Bedtime Stories with me, Pastor Michelle. Today's Thursday, January 28th, and our Disney story of the night is from Jungle Book, the Jungle Book, and it's called Dawn Patrol. One day, Mowgli left the man village to visit his old friend Baloo the bear. "Why so sad, Mowgli?" asked Baloo. "It's the dry season and the river is getting low," Mowgli said. "My friends in the village are worried about running out of water." "But what about the spring in the jungle? It never goes dry," Baloo asked. Mowgli shook his head. "The spring is much too deep inside the jungle. It would take all day to get there from the village." Bagheera the panther had overheard the conversation, and he had an idea. The next morning, Bagheera, Baloo, and Mowgli all waited by the spring. Before long, the ground shook with the approach of Colonel Hathi and his elephants. "Here they come, the Dawn Patrol," said Bagheera. Quickly, Bagheera, Baloo, and Mowgli hid in the bushes. They waited for the elephants to stop at the spring and take a long drink. "Ready to try my plan?" Bagheera whispered to Mowgli. The boy nodded, and the two sprang from the bushes, crying, "To the river, quick, everyone, as fast as you can." The elephants looked up in alarm. "What's the meaning of this?" stammered the colonel. "Shere Khan is coming. Run for the river," called Mowgli. Mowgli watched as the elephants stampeded through the jungle. They knocked down every tree between the spring and the river. Now it was time for Baloo to play his part. "Hey, whoa!" cried Baloo, running up to the herd. "False alarm!" "What's that?" asked Colonel Hathi. "Shere Khan isn't coming after all." As the elephants marched off, Mowgli grinned. "With this new path to the spring, my friends will never run out of water." Bagheera nodded. "Good work," he said. "Yes, it was," said Baloo with a laugh. "And you know what was good about it? Somebody else did the work for us." That is always good, isn't it? If someone else does hard work for you. So let's hear about a woman named Dr. Eugenie Clark, who was known as Shark Lady. Ooh, this should be interesting. So her life changed forever. One Saturday afternoon when she was 9, her mom had to go to work selling newspapers, and she didn't have a babysitter. So her mom dropped her off at the New York Aquarium. Her mother thought it would keep her busy and out of trouble, and it did. But it did so much more. Eugenie marveled at all the different fish and sea creatures. She felt like she was in a magical world, and she went back Saturday after Saturday. Soon their tiny apartment was filled with aquariums and fish tanks, and she became the youngest member of the Queens County Aquarium Society. Now, this wasn't a passing fad, but a lifelong passion. She knew she wanted to become someone who would study fish and sharks. But her very first dive didn't go as planned. Deep below the surface, she realized something was wrong. She was running out of air. After being pulled up and into the boat, barely conscious, she saw that her air hose was leaking. It would have been easy to quit, but the allure of the ocean floor was too strong. Her hose was repaired by a crew member, and over the side she went. She spent years diving and studying all types of fish and sea creatures around the world, but one species captured her attention the most, and that were sharks. People perceive sharks as evil eating machines with little or no intelligence. Eugenie disagreed and made it her mission to prove otherwise. To do so, she captured several lemon sharks and developed a test for them at her marine laboratory in Florida. She taught the sharks to swim, which would ring into a target, ring a bell, and release a bit of food as a reward. Then she made it harder using different colored targets and different shapes. The sharks quickly adapted. Her groundbreaking research proved that sharks are highly intelligent and can be taught to do visual tasks. She was up close and personal with sharks and never felt afraid. Once while she was diving, a 40-foot-long whale shark passed by, and she grabbed on for a great ride, letting go only when she saw how far away her boat was. During her 75-year career, she wrote, taught, and lectured about marine biology, and she received many awards, but her most important legacy was inspiring others to learn about and fall in love with her magical undersea world. I don't think I would want to study sharks, so just say that. God bless you.